Bum 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 a clang lang lang a ding along ding dong blue.
Pull up the car, stop the traffic, get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review.
Bum 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 a clang lang lang a ding along ding dong blue.
Pull up the car, stop the traffic, get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review. You're with Mickey B right here on Madhouse TV. Another Tuesday night on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. And what a show it's going to be tonight, because we're going to take you right to the street corners of doo-wop music. We have one of the finest doo-wop groups around today that do a fantastic job. And, of course, we're going to welcome the Vic Donna Group here to the Mickey B Jukebox Review. Vic, always a pleasure to see you.
I am, Mick.
Yeah. But we're live TV. This is like Saturday Night Live, but it's Tuesday Night Live with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll.
I know, but you better keep control, because we have a tendency to take over.
Okay, that's all right. I want to introduce the guys. Of course, we have Dom D'Elia. We also have Johnny Boy Mirabile, is it?
Good.
Okay, that wasn't too bad, right? George Marchese. And, of course, a recent friend of ours, Warren Tesoro, has been here many, many times. And, of course, he does a fantastic job. Let's talk a little bit about this, Vic Donna. You guys are really the hitmen of doo-wop. That's what I think you guys are. You got the hat on, you got the glasses on, but the sound that you produce is outrageous. You know, we hear a lot of groups today that are great groups. They had the hit records, they have the standard type songs. You guys do songs a little bit different. You got a song that's like in between obscure and some of the hits, but different kinds of chord changes. I love what I hear. Tell me a little bit about your sound.
Well, we like to call it sophisticated doo-wop. What we try to do is take some of the songs that people never heard from the 50s. You know, when I found that, when I was hanging out with the record collectors like Dominic, you know, I kind of got the feeling that they were always looking for that something that they never heard before from the 50s. Mm-hmm. So, and I had a lot of that stuff in my head. Stuff that we sang on the street corners in South Brooklyn that never got recorded. Stuff that the Parakeets were getting ready to record but never did. And the Phytones from Atlas Records.
Right.
And I had all these arrangements in my head. And when the group got together, it was my opportunity to get it out, you know?
Well, here's the thing. I started off in the business with Paul Simon at about the age of 15 and a half, and I thought I was young. You were recording records already at 14 years old.
Right. I recorded Teenage Rose at 14 in 1956. Came out in 57, and when I was 15, so.
And that was with Atlas Records?
That was with Atlas Records.
How did you actually get the deal? I mean, here you're a 14-year-old kid. You're out of Brooklyn, New York. Where did you go to school at that time?
I was in junior high school in Brooklyn, South Brooklyn. And John Harrigan, PS 29. And my school was picked to go on the, you remember Ted Steele Bandstand?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so Ted Steele Bandstand, a bunch of kids went on the show. And some of the girls who arranged this whole thing told Ted Steele that I had a little group, you know, from the neighborhood, just a bunch, you know, 4 of us, and told him that we would like to sing a song on the show. And he never did this before. This is the first time he ever had live entertainment on the show. But he took a shot with us, and we did one song, Story Untold.
Yeah.
And after the show, I got a call from somebody saying, you know, you got to call this guy back. He left a number. And I called him back, and it happened to be a representative, somebody who was associated with Atlas Records. And he came to my house and met with my parents, and made sure they understood what he wanted from them. And one thing led to another. Before I know it, I signed a contract with Atlas. But he didn't want the group. He wanted me. They were looking for a Frankie Avalon. I was the only white kid or white singer on that label. It was an all-black label.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking for a Frankie Avalon, another Frankie Avalon. So I took a shot, and they put me with the Parakeets. And when the Parakeets had 2 records out already on Atlas, and they thought that by putting the name on my record, it would help sales.
Mm-hmm.
So it was supposed to say on the record label, Vic Donna, backed by the Parakeets. But when the record came out, it said, Vic Donna and the Parakeets. So all of a sudden, we were a group. And we had to go out because the gigs started coming in. They wanted to see Vic Donna and the Parakeets. Right. So we had to become a group. And I think we were like one of the first interracial groups around at that time.
Were you the youngest member of the group at that time?
Oh, yeah, the Parakeets were a little older than me.
They're all older. So you're 14 years old, recording records. You're in junior high school, and everybody's hearing that Vic Donna is out there, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit to Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy, you also do a lot of leads with the Vic Donna Group, right?
Yeah, as many as I can.
But you also do the tenor. In
Second
the group, right?
tenor.
Second tenor in the group. Where did you get started before the Vic Donna Group?
I wasn't singing with anybody. I walked into Rhythm Records. I was looking for a record, and I heard all this harmony going on.
Right.
And I jumped in, and thanks to Dominic, he recognized that I had an ear and a voice, and he put me together.
So you never sang. You see, you talk about the birds, the parakeets, and we got them coming through the phone system. But anyway, besides that, I want to just say this: that you had never sung with anybody else but the Vic Donna Group. And how long ago is that you joined this group?
This is about 8 years.
It's
But
8
he had,
years.
Before
Right.
Vic,
Right.
me, Johnny, and the original first tenor for this group, and one other member, we had another group before this. And then Vic and myself put together a group that I had sang in many, many years ago for a show in College of New Jersey, right?
Yeah, it was the show at what was it?
Burlington.
Yeah, Burlington. So what
Concert at Burlington.
So what happened from that, Vic really wanted to, get a group together. And that's
Right.
how these guys that were singing with me, we kind of brought ourselves to Vic. And
Yeah, I presented my ideas to Dom, and he liked it. And then George came along from the doo-wop club, Stewie Pushkin's doo-wop club, singers club, in East Brunswick. And somebody recommended George, and George came down and auditioned for us.
And George, you're singing now with the Vic
Now I'm
Donna
singing
Group?
with the Vic Donna Group.
How long has that been already?
Was it about 2.5 years, 3 years now?
No, not that long, 2 years.
2 years, about 2 years.
But I also know you from Tuesday at 8 years ago.
Yes,
You were with
many
those
years
guys.
ago, it was,
And you've been with other groups besides that group in
Well,
between?
I was originally with the Chipmunks. So,
Yeah.
they're nuts, those guys.
5 seasons.
You mean the Chipmunks, they're all nuts? Is that what it is? The Chipmunks?
Well,
we're nutty.
I won't go into that. But anyway, I went to North Jersey and I joined the group. But I didn't like the sound of kind of high to 5 seasons.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't really appreciate their sound. So I left early on. I then made a few records. They had a
It
few
became the 4 seasons.
and without me, there were the 4. And then I eventually joined. I put together Tuesday at 8. That's
Okay.
mostly I sung with guys.
I got a couple of
That's
great
how I
clips of
started.
you guys on stage and in different places appearing. Besides us going to the YouTubes a little bit later on, you'll be singing on stage. I want to ask you to do a couple of acapellas from here, but let's take a look at you on this song called "Don't Ask Me to Be Lonely." Here they are, the Vic Donna Group.
Ask me for the word, it doesn't seem right. Ask me for the moon, I'll reach out to touch. Do anything for you, dear heart. But please don't ask me to be lonely.
One of the great songs of rock and roll history right here, Don't Ask Me to Be Lonely, recorded by, of course, the Dubs back there in about the year 1957 or so. We got Warren Tesoro here, who happens to be a master at the history of this rock and roll because he worked in Times Square record stores.
He's the master.
Who's the master?
Right here, Dominic.
We're all
Dominic
masters.
got two
We're all
masters.
Dominic
masters
is a
of
big collector,
something.
right,
Yeah.
Dominic? You're a big
Big
collector.
Probably the world's
Now, what did
biggest.
you collected all, what, 45s?
Well, in 78s.
78s too?
Back in the
how-
50s, in the early 50s, up to the mid-50s, many early releases only came out on 78.
Right, a long time back.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How many songs in
78,
your collection without CDs today?
10,000.
About 10,000.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people have all of this great records.
I
you
have
know?
a shoebox. That's about it.
Well, Warren, you collected a lot of records. You had to have a lot of records as well, right?
I sold a lot of them already,
Yeah,
and I just have a few left at it.
right.
They're nice ones. Nice collection.
Let me ask you something, Vic. One of the greatest songs, I mean, it's very hard to really say a song that you like as your top song. I mean, I came out and I happen to love I'm So Young. I mean, there's some great songs. I mean, I love That's My Desire by Dion and the Belmonts and some other songs. But for some reason, I'm So Young. Is there a song that really sticks out in your mind that you really love?
Wow. No. There's just too many good ones.
Too many good ones.
Too many good. I've been singing too long. I've been singing since I could talk. You know, my mother used to take me when I was 22 months old. 22 months.
Right.
Take me to those little record
Oh, the one in
booths.
like Coney Island. and
Yeah,
this thing,
you
right.
you put 50 cents in or
Yeah,
a
yeah,
quarter,
Quarter.
and you make a record. And I
remember
still
those
have
records?
those
Yeah.
at home. At 22 months old, singing songs like "Till the End of Time,"
Great song.
"Long as Stars Are in the Sky."
Beautiful song.
Yeah, and so I grew up with all the pop.
Right.
Johnny Ray was one of my favorites.
If you're-
Al Jolson, I cried when the man died.
owed you money?
Tony Bennett and guys like that.
Yeah, just
I grew up
amazing.
with that, And
Great
then
sounds.
when rock and roll came in, of course, it was a whole different world again. So I've been singing this before I could talk almost. And to say a favorite song, gee, that's hard to say. I really don't know.
That's exactly what I said before. Very hard for me to come up with a favorite song.
You know, you have many groups, especially the groups, that are equally good. They're equally good, but different but equal. So
Right.
one group might provide a certain type of greatness, and another group. So you can never have one favorite anything.
Like the Heart Tones.
Yeah, there's just like a list of favorite groups.
Yeah, but there's
If you love music, you love all music. And it's very hard to...
I'll tell you what, how about giving me, I mean, usually we sang over underneath a street corner light or down in the subway station or maybe in a hallway bathroom, but today it became the Mickey B living room here. Can we do a little a cappella here?
no.
That's what I want to hear. So what we'll do is go to a commercial message. No, what can we do there, Vic?
Well, the song "Walking My Baby Back Home."
Yeah, I love
old
you said
standard.
Johnny Ray.
Yeah, Johnny Ray, old
Yeah.
standard. Been recorded a lot of times.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think anybody has done it this way. So we're going to give you a little bit of our version. Hope you like the way. I got this arrangement from the Phytones.
Okay.
When I was leaving Atlas Records, they were getting ready to record this, but they never recorded it for some reason. And the arrangement stayed in my head all these years, 55
Now the
years.
Chalets did this too, I remember. Walk My
Well,
Baby
I don't
Back
think
Home,
they did it this way, but
Okay.
anyway. Oh, well, gee, but it's great after being late,
Walking my baby back home.
yeah, humming on over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go along, harmonizing a song. I'm reciting a poem. Yeah. Time goes by, and she gives me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while. She gives me a smile and cuddles a cheek to my chest. We started to pet
and that's when I get
powder all over my vest, and just as I try to straighten my tie, she wants to borrow back home. Well, time goes by, and she gives me the eye, walking my baby back home. Walking my baby, talking my baby, walking my baby back home. Wow.
The Vic Donna Group right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll. What a great sound, guys. And when we come back, we got more from the Vic Donna Group as well as some other rock and roll history when the Prince of Rock and Roll returns. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy from the Harrison Law Group. You know, soft tissue injury, that's no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. Don't waste valuable time going to firms who don't get it and can't do it. Call 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Like so many people, are your finances tight lately? Afraid to open your mail or even answer your phone? Well, take heart. You don't have to live like that. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, you can join the thousands of folks who have used safe and effective government-insured reverse mortgages. The government-insured reverse mortgages from Long Island's Senior Reverse Network allow you to stay in your home and turn equity into tax-free cash. Our government-insured reverse mortgages can eliminate mortgage payments, credit card balances, or just improve your lifestyle. Do yourself a favor and solve these problems now. Call the Senior Reverse Network, and our advisors will answer all of your questions about our reverse mortgage programs. We've helped scores of senior Long Island homeowners like you who now enjoy a worry-free retirement. Get the financial security and peace of mind you've dreamed about. Pick up the phone and call us at the Senior Reverse Network now to set up a free consultation.
Call 1-800-985-REVERSE. That's 1-800-985-7383.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
I love my Rosie.
Right there for Rosie. There's one for Rosie. Anybody, guys want to say hello to anybody? You could do it, Vic.
Yeah, I got some cousins watching tonight, I think. Yeah, my cousin Vivian and my sister Catherine, maybe.
Right.
And some other friends out here. I just found out I'm going to be a great-grandfather.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that.
And it didn't happen on the couch over
No.
here. I just wanted to make sure that that was okay over there. Of course, today we're sitting here with Dom D'Elia, Johnny Boy Mirable, George Marchese, Warren Tesoro, and Vic Donna. And I love this sound. You know, we just got a lot of calls. Everybody loved that a cappella song. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is if you could give me another a cappella sound.
Sure.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do this
time? A little up-tempo one this time?
Up-tempo this time?
Up-tempo.
You guys all set for a little up-tempo a cappella?
No.
And what is the song called, Vic?
It's called My Heart Tells Me. It's from the Parakeets repertoire.
Okay.
It's a little-known song. It was the flip side of Yvonne, their hit.
All right.
And, no, here.
Very good. Roll set. Here's the Vic.
You said you love me, and I believe you. I want you to know I love you too. When you tell me you want my heart, I want you to know I want just to. My heart tells me always be the same. My heart tells me someday that we'll share the same name. You want my heart, I want to. I just my heart tells me always we the same. Oh, my heart tells me someday that we'll share the same name. Oh, shoo-be-doo-ah, oh, shoo-be-doo-ah, oh, shoo-be-doo-ah, oh, shoo-be-doo-ah,
That was fabulous. What a great sound over there. I love the ending. The arrangement is marvelous. Almost sounds like a little bit of the Four Aces at the end or something breaking in there, you know. We got Vic Donna here, of course, and his group, and it's just a marvelous sound. Now tell me a little bit about something here. Dom, rehearsal time. I mean, you guys really have this thing really to precision. It's fantastic. A lot of different chord changes than the regular standard doo-wop that takes place. How long does it take to rehearse these songs?
Well, in the beginning, when we first got the group together, Vic had us rehearse twice a week. You know, it was a little grueling, actually. And he earned the name, the Victator. But anyway, it was a good thing. And eventually we got down to one practice a week. And that was basically it. And we actually practiced dutifully 1 day a week.
But I got to say, Mickey, I was so lucky to get this combination because there's so many guys out there that can sing, but they can't sing with the stuff that we do. You know, and you had to have the ear. You got to have the ear.
Right.
And even if you don't have the ear, like Johnny Boy, I was so proud of him. He never sang with a group before. This is his first real group, and he learned very quickly. And you know, this is what we're lucky to have the combination that we have.
Let me ask you something. I know that we're going to do some songs from the stage later on, but Johnny, you also have a great voice. You have a great voice. I'm going to put you off. I mean, this is unrehearsed. This is just right off the hip or something. If you were to sing a lead song now, like a little a cappella, 30 seconds, can we get you to do something and hear your voice? Can we hear you a little bit?
It's up to Vic. Vic is...
Can we do like a 30 second? Okay. So we'll leave that.
No,
for
whatever Vic picks is
whatever
my,
Vic picks.
He's got a great voice.
What can he do for Thursday?
Do
I want to hear.
chapel song.
You got
Do
such
the-
a talent. You got such a talented group.
The first couple of choruses of Don't Say.
Don't say good Please don't close. Just hold my hand for a minute or more. Just 1 minute more. Don't say goodbye. Just hold my hand. I'm at your command. Don't say good night. Don't say good night. 'Cause I love you so desperately. Darling, won't you hear my plea? I'll stay I love you so. Don't say. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Don't say good night.
Absolutely great. Absolutely great. Right off the cuff. No ad lib. There's all ad libbed here, and of course, Johnny did a fantastic
Thank you.
group.
Johnny's a good boy.
You got a very, very talented group with so much great talent in here that I want to make sure that people hear these songs that you do. And it's the most a cappella we ever did from the couch. But it's so great. Hopefully, it's coming over straight over the TV as it is right here in the living room, and you're hearing some fantastic a cappella. Johnny, but tell me a little bit about you. Came from what part of it was it Brooklyn?
From
also?
Bensonhurst.
And you didn't get into this group later on. Who did you like? I mean, how did you get up with the singing? I mean, you sing so well.
Well, my family, there was always music in my house. My father didn't, before he had his coffee, had to have the radio on. My mother sang standards constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an older brother, 12 years older than me. So he influenced me greatly.
Now, is this the music, I mean, that you love to sing, or do you
Yes,
like other
no,
kinds of it?
I love it.
You love the oldies?
Yes.
And your brother, he loved the oldies as well?
Yes.
But he was the influence to you to listen to this music?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
first time I heard Harmony
Mm-hmm.
was with him and a few of his friends, and it was like a magnet. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I heard it on the radio, but not in person.
You look like one of the guys that if you went to a wedding or some party, somebody would say, hey, Johnny, want to do a couple of songs
I'll
with the
say
microphone?
no, but I'll get the mic. And
Yeah, that was it. But
Off the races.
were you shy? I mean, were you shy to get up
I
there and
was
sing?
shy
Uh-huh.
up until
Vic Donna Group.
really up until I started singing with
Right.
my friends.
But you had this fantastic talent to sing. I mean,
Yeah.
like Vic. Vic is a great voice. Vic, your voice is, did you take lessons as a kid, or is this all natural? I mean, because you're a talented guy.
Well, it was all pretty much natural. I had a lot of good mentors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I lived next door to Sereno Colacry from Sereno and the Bow
Yep,
Ties.
yep.
And the Bow Ties were all my neighbors. The Three Chuckles. You know, my brother was one of the original Bow Ties before he...
Was he?
Yeah, before they started recording. He
Uh-huh.
went to Germany in the Army, and they started recording, and then he wound up getting married.
They were all on the Alan Freed
Yeah,
movies and
yeah, you know,
stages
so I
and
had
all,
all
yeah.
these people, and then when I became a professional, the Phytones and the parakeets were impeccable. I mean, those.
Yeah.
One thing about Atlas Records, it was a small little label, but he rehearsed you forever until you were ready to go into that studio. He was he really rehearsed the groups till there was absolutely no imperfections at all.
Were they in Manhattan? Atlas?
Atlas was in right next door to the Apollo.
Okay, in
on
Manhattan.
25th Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you recorded at 14 years old, do you remember the studios you were recording in?
Yeah, we did a lot of work in Bell Sound.
Bell Sound.
Columbia.
Uh-huh.
And, years later, I got a lot of experience with Record Plant.
Yeah.
And,
That's
Thunder
great.
Sound in Toronto.
Okay.
You know.
What we're going to do is take a little message right now. We're going to take a commercial message. When we come back, we got more from Vic Donna Group. They'll be heading to our stage. More great songs, more great rock and roll, and it happens here, right, with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll, on Madhouse TV, every Tuesday night, 8 to 9. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy from the Harrison Law Group. You know, soft tissue injury, that's no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. Don't waste valuable time going to firms who don't get it and can't do it. Call 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Huntington Toyota, the experience of a lifetime. Don't take our word for it.
The experience for me at Huntington Toyota made me feel very comfortable.
It's their professionalism, their honesty, and their integrity. I've bought at least 9 or 10 cars here at Huntington Toyota. They give me the best price around.
It never was about high pressure. It never was about them. It was always about us.
Today's cars are very similar, but Huntington Toyota is very different.
Huntington Toyota, where it's all about you.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
You're back with Mickey B right here on the Jukebox Review every Tuesday night from 8 o'clock to 9. We relive the great music of the history of rock and roll. Tonight we have the Vic Donna Group, and it consists of course, Vic Donna, Adam D'Elia, Johnny Boy
Mirabile, George Marchese, and Warren Tesoro. And let's talk a little bit to Vic. Vic, we're going to do a little bit more. We're going to do some live with, this time we're going to put a little music behind you, okay?
Right.
What's the first song we're going to hear?
The first song is going to be the first recording I ever made, 1957, song written by Phil Perry, and it's called Teenage Rose.
Okay, we're all set. The Vic Donna Group, ladies and gentlemen.
My only, my teenage rose. I love her like I never loved before. With every breath, I love her more and more. And every day I pray that I live another year in the heart of my teenage rose. She's all my arms will ever want to hold. She is the sweetest story ever told. And I never get astray more than just a kiss from the lips of my teenage rose. 'Cause I'm jealous of my friends, Johnny, Jim, and Joe. When they see her, how they sigh. And if they had the chance, they'd take my rose from me. And if they do, I know that I will die. So every night before I fall asleep, I say, dear God above, please let her be my love there in her heart. Never, never let me part from my only, my teenage rose. From my only, my teenage
The Vic Donna Group and Teenage Rose. Vic, tell me a little bit about that song. It's a beautiful song.
Well, Rose is about 72 years old now, so I don't want you to think I'm singing about some little kid. But yeah, it did well for me. It was a regional hit here and down in the Carolinas, and we did a lot of traveling with it and made a little money.
Now, was that under just Vic Donna? Or was that
was Vic Donna and the Parakeets.
And the Parakeets.
Right.
Well, you guys made a couple of songs, right? Tell me about some of the other songs that you recorded.
Well,
as the
the next one we're going to do for you is the second record I did with the Parakeets called Love Was a Stranger to Me, written by Lloyd Davis of the Fitones. And I think it's, I liked it better than Teenage Rose. But the record company was fighting. They were pushing one side, my manager was pushing the other side, and never the twain shall meet. So,
now the year for that song was what,
57 for Teenage Rose. This one came out the following year, 58.
Okay, we're all
Love
set.
Was a Stranger to Me.
Well, let's hear it right now. Here's the Vic Donna Group.
rose.
Vic Donna Group right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. What we're going to do is take a commercial message. When we come back, more from the Vic Donna Group right after this on Madhouse TV with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy from the Harrison Law Group. You know, soft tissue injury, that's no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. Don't waste valuable time going to firms who don't get it and can't do it. Call 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
We're back live right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review on Madhouse TV. And, of course, we're here tonight with the Vic Donna Group. You know, guys, when we talk about rock and roll, Vic, we talk about a lot of great groups that are out there. And one of the groups I happen to love is a group called Lisa and the Love Tones. You guys know Lisa and the Love Tones, right? You worked many times on shows with them.
We've done some things with them, man.
And she has such a tremendous voice. She sounds great. And what we're going to do right now is go to the stage and watch them doing one of my favorite songs by Timothy Wilson, Wedding Bells Are Ringing. Of course, Timothy's with the Teenagers. They're going to be with me this coming Friday night at Eisenhower Park, along with Fred Paris and the Five Satins and Cool Change. So if you're listening, join us at Eisenhower Park this coming Friday night. Right now, it's time for Lisa and the Love Tones.
Children are playing, people are saying, this is our wedding day, this is our wedding song.
much. Patty Timonen.
Lisa and the Love Tones right here with Mickey B. Prince of Rock and Roll every Tuesday night. Make sure you check us out from 8 o'clock to 9 right here on MadhouseTV.com. If you love this kind of music, you love the kind of show. And we got the group tonight. They will give it to you right here. Vic Donna Group is here with me tonight. And Vic, let's do another song. I know that, I love the song that Timmy Euro did, and Elvis covered it later on with Hurt, but I know you guys do the song. Right. But I never heard you do it in like a street corner doo-wop sound. So how about giving me a little bit of a song called Hurt and tell me anything about it?
Sure. Well, we dedicated to Timmy Euro, who was an acquaintance of ours back in the old days here in Manhattan, and also I knew her in Las Vegas, and dedicated to her. I hope you like the way we do Hurt.
Okay. Here's the Vic Donna Group.
Way down deep inside of me, you said our love was true, and we never part. Now you found someone new, and it breaks my heart. And I'm so much more than you'll ever know. Because I love you so. But you hurt me like no one else can do. I will never ever hurt you. I will hurt you. You know what you're doing, baby? You're breaking hearts, but you could be moving, and you're too sweet a girl for that. You know there's a lot of true hearts out there, and all of them, they always tend to be thinking of you. That's what I think. You said our love was true, and we never part. But now you've got someone new, and it breaks my heart. And so baby, I'm so hurt.
yes, what a sound. The Vic Donna Group right here with Mickey B. What a pleasure, guys, having you on the show tonight.
Thank you, Mickey.
Just fantastic. And I want to invite you back once again. I want to thank, of course, Dom DeLilla, Johnny Boy Mirable, George Marchese, Warren Tesoro, and, of course,
Chingach Cook.
Yeah, the hit boys of acapella right here. It's always a pleasure. I want to tell you guys that every Tuesday night, hopefully you'll tell everybody around the world and all your email lists to tune in every Tuesday night, because this is what it's all about. Bringing back this music. I mean, we're now up in the, well, I don't know everybody here is over 60 yet, but, you know, I remember singing like you when you were 14. I was 15 years old and was still doing the music and was still out here.
Yeah, I didn't know you then.
Greatest music of a lifetime, right? I just want to mention that, of course, next week, check us out. You'll see it on the Mickey B website, www.mickeyb.com, who's going to be on our show. We're going to be at Eisenhower Park this coming Friday night with Fred Paris and the Five Satins. We also have the original Teenagers coming by, and Cool Change from the Bronx Tale movie, coming out and say hello to Mickey B over there with everybody this coming Friday night, which is on 7:30 p.m. The show will probably be starting. So until the next time, from Mickey B and, of course, the Vic Donna Group, how about one more song, guys? You all set?
Good.
What would you like to do?
How about we keep it up with, take everybody to church with Some Kind of Wonderful.
Some Kind of Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Vic Donna Group. God bless all of you. We'll see you next week.
I don't need lots of money. I don't need a big fine car. I got everything that a man could want. I got more than I can ask for. Don't need no running around and staying out late at night. I got a sweet, sweet little woman, and I know she's gonna treat me right. My baby, she's alright. My baby's clean out of sight. Don't you know that she's some kind of wonderful? Talking about my baby. Some kind of wonderful. She is some kind of wonderful. Yeah, 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 yeah. When she holds me in her arms, she sets my soul on fire. When my baby kisses me, my heart becomes filled with desire. And when she puts loving all around me, almost drives me out of my mind. Well, I can hardly stand the feeling inside me. Chills run up and down my spine. My baby, she's alright. My baby is clean out of sight. Don't you know that she's some kind of wonderful? Talking about my baby. Some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want to know, is there anybody got a sweet little woman like mine? A woman like mine. Got to be somebody got a sweet little woman like mine. Or can I get a witness? Oh, can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? I'm talking about my baby. She's some kind of wonderful. She's my little woman. Some kind of wonderful. She's some kind of wonderful. Some kind of wonderful. When she holds me in her arms, she sets my soul on fire. When my baby kisses me,